Hello, my pottery posse. How are you today? I hope you're doing great because, hello, every day's a great day to play with some clay. Hi, my name's Emily Edens. If you have no idea who I am, I'm so sorry. I'm also known as the Potter Eden here on the YouTube machine. Today we will be making some gingerbread ornaments and I'm so excited. I hope you are too because it's Christmas, people. The countdown has started and I'm all for it. I'm so ready. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, for this project, we will be using terracotta. I have this red clay that works for low and mid-range firings. And when I fire it to cone 05, which is low fire, it's kind of an orangey color. But when it's fired to the mid-range temperatures like cone 5, it's a nice dark brown that's almost the exact same color as it is when it's greenware and wet, which is such a great gingerbread color. So what we are doing today is making some gingerbread ornaments. So now that we have wedged this, let's go ahead and throw this lump down to flatten it and then roll it out with our embossed and regular rolling pins. If you've never seen any of my slab videos, let me tell you the best kept secret ever about how to make a nice even slab. Keep your forearms on the table and slide them across the table as you roll the rolling pin across the clay, keeping your wrists locked at the same height, no matter what the clay is doing under the rolling pin. On each pass, make sure that you flip the slab over to the other side and then lower your wrists a little bit. Your slab comes out super nice and even every time. The thickness that you want to aim for is about 1/4 of an inch or a little thicker. And fun fact, your finger squished against the table is actually about 1/4 of an inch. So that's usually how I tell if it's thin enough yet. Just keep in mind that you will do one more pass, but it's going to be with your embossed rolling pin. Now we need to make a template, or if you have cookie cutters, that works too. For this, I'm going to grab some paper or cardboard or anything really. I've actually got some leftover foam sheet that I'm going to use. So my plan is to make some pillowy looking hearts. You'll see what I mean soon. Now, before we roll out our pattern with the embossed rolling pin, we need to use a rib to smooth out, even, and compress the surface. Compressing is very important so that all those little clay platelets all align very well and your piece is not going to start cracking as you are bending and shaping it. If you're nervous about your rolling pin sticking to your clay or table because of moisture, dust the surface with baby powder or cornstarch. Works every time. With a firm and strong pressure, roll out the pattern and then pick up the slab to unstick it from the table before cutting anything out of it. If you neglect this step, you'll find that your shape gets ruined trying to separate the clay from the table. Grab a pen tool or knife tool and your stencil and let's go ahead and cut these guys out. All right, now that I have the hearts cut out, I also used a Texas cookie cutter for some of them. I am going to start forming them around my fingers so that they appear puffy and then all the edges can connect together. Now grab your water, paintbrush, and a scoring tool and let's attach them. Score each piece, making small scratches and marks all around the edges of both pieces. This will act like Velcro. Then use the water or slip, which is actually just watered down clay, to soften the scratches or marks that you just made, allowing the pieces to adhere to each other like glue. Be sure to press all the edges together and then smooth over the seams with your finger and some water. Use a paintbrush to smooth over any harsh lines. Before we do anything else to these, go ahead and let them sit and dry to leather hard. I want want this to look as though it were sewn together. So what I'm going to do is use the back end of a paintbrush to make indentions, and then I will paint some lines with white underglaze between them to look like thread. I'm going to do this to the front and the back. Now don't forget to poke a hole through the center top or top corner, not only to put a ribbon through to hang them, but also that it won't explode in your kiln from being a literal hot pocket. So anyways, with this next one, I'm actually going to make real holes that go all the way through the ornament and use some string to make it look sewn. Now make sure that after you poke these holes and have cleared them out, you use your paintbrush to smooth over those harsh edges so that your string doesn't break whenever you thread it through. I chose to paint the raised part of my pattern with white underglaze to look like frosting, and here is the final result. So stinking cute! But first, we have to thread these with some strings. So I decided to do this outside at my show. Yes, that's right. I got these done just in time for a show. Now this one just has one hole in the corner, so I strung it with some very beautiful ribbon to hang from, but this next one I chose to sew. Hindsight's 2020 though. This would have looked so cute with a blanket stitch around the outside. I can't believe I didn't think of that. It's okay though, because there's always a next time, and these turned out so stinking cute anyways. I made a ton of these and had a ton of fun doing it. Merry Christmas, y'all, and I hope that y'all have fun if you decide to make these too. I will see y'all in the next one, but until then, stay creative, my friends. Bye! P.S. I'm doing the gingerbread houses for my next video, so I'll see you there. Okay, bye.